Yo, what's up everybody? Sorry I didn't make this kind of video earlier, but in this video I'm just gonna teach you how to navigate your Visual Studio Code like a pro. So right now I'm just on my desktop, just seeing everything here, and now when I open my Visual Studio Code, this is the default setup for everything. It just gives a welcome message, and here's the sidebar and the activity bar. Okay, so now to open up a folder, you click this little button and then put the folder anywhere you want it. So I'm just gonna put my folder on my desktop, right click new folder, name it whatever you want. So I'll just name mine game dev. Okay, and then I now put select folder, and then now it's open on Visual Studio Code. Okay, so it has the title game dev, as you can see game dev, and it still brings up that welcome message. So I'm just gonna close this out, and then you can now resize this sidebar. So I'm just gonna make mine small so I have more coding space. And now to create a folder inside the main folder, you click on this icon, type new folder, and I'll name it games. And when I hit enter, you should see that it gives me this folder, and then inside that folder I want to create a file. So you click on new file icon, that new file icon, and name it anything you want. So I'll do test, and then since C++ is best for games, I'll just have the extension CPP. Okay, and it now brings up my code editor. So don't mind me, I'm just gonna be doing a little coding. You can move forward if you don't want to watch. Oops, sorry, this was meant to be a semicolon, yeah. Okay, so now when I now run the code, it now brings up the terminal. By default, the terminal is PowerShell. Yeah, the default VS Code terminal is PowerShell, but I just decided to put mine as command prompt on Windows. And here is the output. Yeah, the output from the code I wrote, and it now brings up an executable file. When I open it, you're gonna see what's gonna happen. So this isn't like the regular code, it's like hexadecimal values, which I'm never going to understand, but just know that whenever you run a C++ code, that this pops up. And now you can see the folder and the icons, they don't look so pretty. So an extension to fix that is material icon theme. Okay, so I think it's just material icon. Sorry. Yeah, and this is it, material icon theme. Okay, so since I've already installed the theme, I'm just going to set file icon theme and material icon theme. And now when I go out of my extension, you should see that the folders and files now look prettier, like they look more like they pop out distinctly. Okay, so now that is how to create a folder and a file in it. So now let me talk about the activity bar. So this is the explorer, you can toggle it on and off with the either by clicking on it or the keyboard control B for Windows and Linux, then command B for Mac. So by toggling it off, it like gives you more coding space. And here the search area lets you search for any specific word or letter in your code editor. So I'm going to search for int, and then it gives me all occurrences of int, or let me just type u instead. Now it gives me all occurrences of u, and then to select every letter u, so you select the letter and type Ctrl Shift L to select all occurrences. So this is called multi-cursor editing. So if you don't want to select all, just the next occurrence, select it and press Ctrl D or Command D, and it selects the next occurrence. So as I said, that is multi-cursor editing. And now if you like want to create, if you want to copy a certain block of code that has similar things in it, you can just copy the keyboard control of copy and paste, and trust me, this wastes a little time. So the keyboard control to fix the keyboard shortcut to fix that is to select it, then do Control Shift and either the up or the Alt Shift, then up or down arrow key, and then it now brings everything down faster. Okay, sorry, it's Alt Shift, not Control Shift. Take note of that. And then now I want to I've changed the block of code. So I just changed it from hello world to hello world programmers, and now I want this particular function to be at the very top. Instead of just cutting it, you can use the keyboard shortcut Alt and then up or down arrow key. So as to move it all the way to the top, I type Alt, then the up arrow key, and now as you can see is way at the top, which is exactly what I am wanted. Okay, so that's the search toolbar, and then this is the source control. Lets you initialize your repositories. That's if you have connected your VS Code to your GitHub. Don't worry, I'm going to make a video on how to do that. So you can just initialize your repository to take it on GitHub so that you and other developers can use it. But right now I ain't gonna commit it. Okay, so that's how you can do it. And then this is the extensions toolbar, like I showed you already. So that is where we were able to download this material icon theme, and this is GitLens. It's connected to your GitHub to let you see who or what made changes to your code while you were away. So it's good normally going to show at the top of your file, and then if you have already committed it and make a new change, it's going to list their uncommitted changes. And this is bookmark, lets you keep track of a certain block of code. Like it's for example, if you need to navigate a block of code quickly, like you have a large code base. Let me just create a few more functions. Yeah, so if you have a large code base and you want to remember a function or a particular line that does a particular thing, you can just add a labeled bookmark and name it whatever you want. And here it puts in a bookmark to let you navigate through it easily. So now if you're far away from the function and you need to call the function somewhere else and you don't remember the name, you can just you just have to download the bookmark extension first and then click on the icon. As you can see, it shows one bookmark, and this is the labeled bookmark you created. When you click on it, it should now take you to the line where that bookmark is and let you do whatever you want with it. And by default the bookmark is blue, but I used little settings to make it yellow. And now I'm going to cover themes. Okay, but before I do that, I want to change the position of the activity bar. I'm not really a fan of it being on the side, so I'm gonna right click, activity bar position and top, and now it moves everything to the top, and now I have even more space for my work. Okay, and now the profile pic and the settings icon have now moved over here. So now let me change the theme. So I have to go to my extensions. Then the theme I love using a lot is Shades of Midnight. Shades of Midnight. Yeah, this is the theme, Shades of Midnight Blue Dark theme. Okay, so since I already have the theme installed, I'm just gonna put set color theme, and now you should see that my VS Code theme has changed. So I'm just gonna close out of this, and here when I open my folder, you should see that the colors have changed. They look brighter and prettier now, which is my personal coding preference. And now you can see everything like just looks all in one screen. There are no borders to like give everything a distinct space. And trust me, I like everything being organized, so this isn't really organized to me. So to fix that, I go to settings, which is keyboard shortcut, control Y on Windows and Linux, then command Y on Mac, and search for workbench color customization. Okay, this is a workbench color customization editing settings.json, and this is the code to add the border. I just commented it out, but don't worry, if you want to use this theme and you also enjoy seeing the borders, I'm going to post this code in the description. So now when I uncomment it, which is to toggle comment on and off, is keyboard shortcut control and then the forward slash. And when I toggle it off the comment, you should see that the borders have now appeared. Everything looks organized, and yeah, and that's the way I like it. And now, for as I said something about the bookmark, yeah, about it being blue by default. So let me just navigate through it. My settings.json is extremely long, so let me use the keyboard shortcut control H so I can easily find it, and I'll search for bookmark. Yeah, and you see it now takes me exactly to where bookmark is. So these are the two lines of code. So when I comment it out, you should see that the bookmark is back to light blue by default, which I'm not really a fan of since my workspace is blue. So I want everything to have a distinct color so that I can stand out. So I just uncomment it. And don't worry, I'm going to post these two lines of code in the comment section in case you want to follow up. And when I uncomment it, you see that it's back to yellow just the way I like it. Okay, so now that is the settings.json. So that's, I've covered the theme and book icons and whatever. So now supposing while you're working and then you have an error. So like over here, I had expected a semicolon. You see that it gives an error message right on your editor. But normally it just shows the red squiggly lines, and trust me, you might not know what's happening, so you just have to hover over it to see the problem, and that might take a little of your time. So if you make a mistake, to see it in real time, you download this extension called error lens. So this is the extension error lens. Lets you see, it highlights the errors and warnings and a few other things easily. So once the error lens is activated, I now see the problem right away and fix it instantly with good description. And now, if you're like me that has terrible spelling, you might want this extension is for you. So this, the extension is code spell checker. So this is the extension to use in case you like misspell a word and you're not quite sure of the spelling. You just download this code, this extension, and it helps you highlight the misspelled word and helps you fix it. So when I go on quick fix, it now sees the quick fix like word suggestions to use. So instead of word FC, I just type world, and there the error goes away. Okay, so those are the basic extensions you should use, and that is it, everyone. So that's how you can easily navigate your Visual Studio Code. So if you want to see more content like this, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.